Office of Conservative Chief Whip Chris Heaton-Harris says he's investigating reports that a Conservative MP watched pornography on his phone in the Commons chamber.
Are you actually serious? Porn in Parliament? Porn? Greetings and welcome to the beautiful seaside town of Peacehaven. Drive with me as we drive from Peacehaven back to Brighton. As always, I'll put some timestamps in the video just in case you get a bit bored of one topic and you want to skip forward. But first of all, I'm getting straight onto the porn. I am getting straight onto the porn. Did anyone see this on the news yesterday? Oh my God.
Beth Rigby, of course, is with me, our political editor. We'll get to PMQs, Beth, but extraordinary bit of news crossing about a frontbench MP, no less, apparently watching porn in the Commons chamber.
Yeah, this is quite a shocking story, and it emerged in a conversation between female MPs last night, and I've had it corroborated by an MP that was in that meeting, and apparently at that meeting, a female minister said that an MP was watching pornography next to her. So the supposition is it's a front bench, but that hasn't been explicitly said.
This one, like, I've come accustomed now, as all of you, for, you know, what's the latest Tory scandal this week? Because everything, everything comes up. There's something new comes up every single week. But this one, I had to go, hang on, is this true? Really? But then 2 seconds later, I just thought, well, yeah, of course it's true. Porn in the Houses of Parliament. Right, I get it if they caught one of these Tory pricks knocking one out in the toilet. That happens in every workplace. Well, what can you do about that? You can't do anything about that. But in the Houses of Parliament, in the Commons room, watching porn on their phone. Is there nothing that these Tory pricks think they can't get away with? Is there nothing? It's just insane. These guys are in charge of us. They're in charge of us. And we voted them in. We voted them in. Can you believe it? It's just mental. Like, I expect this behaviour. I used to work on the railway at Brighton Station on the ticket gate. And this is the sort of stuff, lads working on a railway station. We get out, someone will pull their phone out. Oh, look at this. One of the top 5 funniest things that's ever happened in my life was we used to close Brighton Station around 2 a.m. to about 5 because there was no trains. And my mate got up to the microphone room, put his phone on and played some porn over the loudspeaker across the whole of Brighton Station. That's probably one of the top 5 funniest things that's ever happened in my life. But that's lads on a railway station. This is the Houses of Parliament. These people are in charge of us. And they're just watching porn in Parliament. And I was like, I had to take a double take, but only for a couple of seconds. I was like, well, no, of course, this is the behaviour of the Tories. They've still got this mentality where they're still in bloody public school, all-boys school, where they can't handle seeing females. They still haven't been able to get to grasp with females yet. They've come out of school and then suddenly they're seeing females like, oh, tits, arse, legs, fanny, tits, arse, legs, It's the same. This is what happened with the Angela Rayner story, because I do not doubt that conversation happened between this mysterious MP and Boris Johnson. Of course Boris Johnson can't handle a female. Look at it, he can't handle it. Absolutely, the mind boggles. But these guys are in charge of us, and we voted them in. And what boggles my mind is local elections coming up in May now. I know people are going to tick the box Conservative. And I just can't. My mind absolutely boggles how anyone can do that. Forget about the moral compass side of it. I've said it on previous videos. You seriously got to look at your moral compass if you're voting Tory. Seriously, with the amount of homelessness, food banks, corruption, the list goes on. You've heard it all before. But setting aside the moral compass thing of it, just electing an intelligent group of people. You know, at the very least, you want just a slight bit of intelligence. You know, say you're like one of these GB News, talk radio, you know, guys, enjoys a little bit of racism. You wake up in the morning, you like a bit of racism, you like a lot of hate, you wake up, you go, oh, bloody immigrants, fucking, can't stand vegans, bloody trans people, want to be called a woman, you know, say you're one of these guys, you know, you love a little bit of the old racism, you get up every morning, you enjoy that sort of thing. Even if you're one of these guys, surely at least you want a government that just has a little bit of intelligence. Just a slight bit of intelligence. But look at this lot. This lot we got now. I've never seen anything like it. The most incompetent bunch of pricks ever. And we know why, because it's all surrounded with Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson is an incompetent cock. And he can't have any threat of any intelligence around him. So his whole cabinet are useless pricks. Look at him. Look at Rab. Look at his face. As soon as I saw this guy, I was like, okay, he's that really annoying, boring, god-awful, boring guy down the gym. And that's even before I saw this photo, where he was just a complete bloody gym-going meathead. I've never seen any essence of intelligence from this guy, ever. He cocked up on Good Morning Britain or whatever it was recently, repeating this god-awful lie that they've been spewing out for the last year or so about being the best economy, the best growing economy in the G7.
One research organisation says that food prices are going to go up by £300 on average per year. How are people supposed to cope?
I totally understand. The first thing to say is we've got to have the economy firing on all cylinders. We've got the fastest growing economy in the G7.
2 clicks on Google shows that we're the second worst. But they haven't got anything. They have not got a single thing to pump out. Rab, Nadine Dorries, I mean, she's an easy target, but I've met 1,000 Nadine Dorrises. Usually they are an assistant manager at a shop that gets a complete power trip. As soon as they get those keys in the hand and a little title, they go on a power trip and they just sabotage any fun out of life. And it's just completely incompetent at their job. All the staff know better, but she likes to think that she knows better. Anyway, Liz Truss, it's just, this is what it mainly boils down to. I just have there's no ounce of intelligence that comes out of any of this lot.
But what we are doing is solutions such as installing extra netting. I was at HMP Pentonville last week. They've now got patrol dogs who are barking, which helps deter drones.
Rishi Sunak, nothing says, oh, he's an intelligent guy. Patel is just full of hate, just full of hate.
Children in parts of Barrow are born into poverty. That's not good enough, is it?
Well, it's appalling. It's not just people in Westminster. It's not just at a national level. It's at a local level through the
It's the government, and you've had nearly 10 years.
Well, it's not the government, though, is it? I mean, everybody just says it's the government, as if it's this sort of like bland blob that, you know, you can just go and blame.
So the government's not responsible for poverty?
It's not, because it's all parts of society and the structures.
And this is what I don't understand. Like I say, even if you are obsessed with bloody trans issues and woke issues, and you know you dabble in a little bit of racism, or you just love money, you know, even if you're that guy, you're like, I love money. At least you just want a government with a slight ounce of intelligence, at least. So what are the reasonings for putting that tick in the Conservative box in the next May elections? I just can't see it. I just can't comprehend it in my brain at all. It drives me crazy. But porn. It started on porn, but I guess now we're on the local elections. It just amazes me every week, without doubt. Without fail, it's like that letter that is constantly going to drop on your mat, and you know it's coming. The next Tory scandal, and next thing I want to talk about, I was going to talk about this on the last video, but I forgot. I got a hilarious email that I wanted to share with you guys. I'll put it up on the screen. Now I'm pretty sure this is genuine because it sounds like Nigel Farage. But yeah, I got an email from someone saying, oh, we'd like to promote your YouTube channel. You know, we really like what you do. We like the anti-Tory stuff, and we work closely with Nigel Farage, and we think he'd be a great pick to promote your YouTube channel. Obviously you haven't watched my YouTube channel, and that's what I emailed back. Like, I'm not sure he'd be too fond of my YouTube channel, to be honest. And then she comes back with, oh yeah, no, you know, he likes the anti-Tory stuff. And then, well, it doesn't even matter if he agrees with the politics on your show. He'll just endorse it for a fee. So I was like, well, of course this is not a scam. This is obviously Nigel Farage, because the guy will do anything at a price. He will do absolutely anything for the right price. And just his recent tweet recently about Twitter, this one here, I'll put it up on screen, blaming the Twitter left-wing algorithm for his Twitter page not growing. Maybe it's just the fact that people have cottoned on that you're a cunt. Nigel, maybe it's that. Maybe that's got something to do with it. Nothing to do with the algorithms. Maybe people just know that you're a prick. And, you know, since after Brexit, that sort of anti-immigrant thing has died down a little bit. So people were just, you're insignificant, basically, Nigel. You're completely insignificant now. What significance do you bring? Before, you had a following. You know, you had your pro-Brexit following, but now you're just an insignificant prick that lays around on GB News that I reported before. Sometimes I even get more views than GB News. You're an insignificant arsehole. And that's why you're begging to would it be worth actually going through with this, emailing her and getting Nigel Farage to sponsor my YouTube channel? The thing is, I'd have to pay for it. God knows how much it would be, but it would almost be that hilarious to get it done. Get him to promote a specific video of mine where I slag the guy off. But yeah, I've been meaning to share that with you for a while because it's really made me laugh. I think it's genuine. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Do you think it's genuine? But thank you all for watching. If you made it to the end, I really appreciate all your views, all your likes. I really do appreciate everything. Till next time, take care.